Hello, family. It is Ebony. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with anyone that you think would enjoy the information. So tonight is Friday, and on Fridays we talk about the bail bond world because I am a bail bondsman in the state of Florida, and it's just something that I love to talk about. So let's get into it. Tonight we are going to talk about when they go missing. When they go missing. And when I say they, I mean the people that we have bonded out of jail. So what happens when they go missing? We're stressed out as the bondsman emotionally, financially. And what do you think is going to happen? We're going to pass that on right to the person who signed for them to get out of jail. So let's start from the beginning. We bond them out of jail. They get a court date. If they get a court date, and they know they have a court date. So it's not if they get a court date, it's really when they get a court date. And they decide that they're just not going to show up. They're going to go on the run. Then guess what? The hunt is on and we are coming for you. Let me tell you the main reason why we're coming for you. Number one, because you didn't do what you said you was going to do. You promised to go to court, which is why you got bonded out. Number two, the court is now demanding money from us, your bondsmen. And we not paying for you to be free. We not doing that. We're not doing that. That's why we go looking for y'all. Because we are not paying for y'all to be free. Third of all, the third thing, now we're coming for the people who actually signed for you to get out. So let me break it down. Let's say the bond is $10,000. You paid $1,000 to get out of jail with the promise that you were going to go to court. You have now missed court. So guess what? The entire $10,000 is due. The entire $10,000 is due when you miss court. So don't look at bondsmen crazy, like why they chasing them down? Why they think they the police? Why they doing this? Why they doing that? Because who finna pay $10,000 for you to be on the street? Not us. We don't want to do that. No, not gonna happen. So we're gonna find you. We're gonna do our due diligence and find you and place you back in custody. And we have the right to do so because you're on bond with us. So we have the right to kick your door down. We have the right to go into any hotel, any place that you have put on that paperwork as an address. We have a right to go there and physically arrest you and physically take you back to the jail. We have that right and we will exercise that right because we are not paying for you to be free. It's just not going to happen. Now, let's say, we can't find you. What happens? Oh, well, welcome to the world of the person who signed you out. Because where do you think we're going to recoup that money from? Or we're going to start recouping assets from? The person who signed for you to get out of jail. They are now in debt $10,000. And keep in mind, I'm only using $10,000 as an example. There are some bonds that are $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. So when you don't go to court, we are looking for you. And if we can't find you, we are buckling down on the person who signed for you. So if you're out there signing bonds for people, just know what you're getting yourself into. And don't get mad at us because we're calling and we're trying to find out where that person is. We're showing up to the schools. We're showing up to the daycares. We're showing up to the church. We're showing up to the funerals. We everywhere. Everywhere. If you are there and you have a warrant, we are coming to get you. Because you had no reason to miss court and go on the run. What? It makes no sense. You're going to go to jail eventually, so don't play with us. Don't play with our time. Don't play with our money. And don't get mad at us and don't talk about us because we're doing our job because you failed to do yours, which will show up to court. Now, there are instances where people do the right thing. I had an incident last week. I had someone miss court. I talked to the family members and they were like, oh, we didn't know, that we had to pay. Pause. You did. You knew. You may have forgotten, but you knew because I told you. I make sure that I'm very clear. When I have someone sign paperwork or someone is bonding someone out, I'm very clear on your responsibility as the person that's signing them out. When they miss court, that entire bond is due. Not the 10% that you paid, the entire bond. So moving along, the person did eventually do the right thing. They turned themselves in. I did not have to go look for them. They made a phone call to me and apologized and said, they were not intentionally trying to miss court. Something happened. But at the end of the day, that person did what they were supposed to do. They handled their business. They turned themselves in. And guess what? If that person gets in trouble again because they did the right thing and they did what they were supposed to do, I would bond them out again. I really would, because I like people who say, I made a mistake. I didn't miss, whatever the reason is. Communicate, do the right thing, and you're okay with me. You're okay with the rest of the bail bonds world, to be honest. Now, my friend, on the other hand, she had to go to the court and turn in a $15,000 check the other day. Why? Because somebody decided they were not going to go to court. They did not want to do the right thing. They went on the run. And now guess what? My friend and her family and her children are out of $15,000 because he decided he was not going to court and he was going to go on the run. So we are people, we are human, and we don't want to take a loss. So I'm not apologizing for our frustration. That's where our frustration comes when we have situations like this. And now she has to recoup that money from the person who bonded them out. So if you wake up and you signed your cars over, you signed your house over and those things like that, and we come and recoup those assets to take care of that bill, don't be mad. Be mad at the person who went on the run. That's who you should be mad at. Be mad at yourself for signing for him. You signed for him. You knew you had to keep up with him or her. And you didn't. So that's not our fault. We're going to do our job. We're going to do our due diligence. But when people go missing, we come in to find you. And that's just what it is. That's the bottom line. I don't know what else to tell you. And that's why when you fill out that information on that paperwork, we are verifying to make sure that information is correct, because everybody is a suspect. And when I say everybody is a suspect, I mean you're suspect. You're a suspect to run. So we have to treat it as such. When we send that paperwork for you to fill out, we have to treat it like, okay, if this person runs, do I have all the information necessary to possibly find them? That's why. So if you're out here signing bonds for people, you're signing saying, I'm responsible, and if that person does not go to court, I'm paying the full bond. That's what it is. And if you want more detail about that, I did a podcast about I got arrested. Now what? Just go find it in my playlist and watch it. It's much more detail. It's a little bit longer than what this video is going to be, because we just don't have time. So, and even after we pay the money, we still coming to get you. We still have the right to arrest you, and we will. We will. The Bondsman here in Tampa, I love them so much. We have teamed up together. We have come together to help each other, because we are not going to let y'all make us go broke. We're not doing it. So y'all can be, no. Imagine you lost $15,000 today because somebody didn't keep their word. You would be upset too. So don't be coming for my bail bonds friends. Don't be coming for them. Don't come for them like that, because I've been seeing the comments. I've been seeing the posts talking about we think we the police, and not we whatever we need to be, so we don't have to spend that kind of money. So whatever you want to call us that. We cool with it. But I bet you one thing, that person going back to jail. I could tell you that. I can guarantee you that, because we are not to be played with. So if you bond out, go to court. If not, we coming to get you. So y'all have a good night. Thank you. That is my time. I'm talking about that's my time, like I put on the show. That I am so funny. I crack myself up sometimes. But anyway, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment, because next Friday I will be bringing you more bail bond stuff, more bail bonds insight. But in the meantime and in between time, make sure you go to court if you have a court date. All right? Just do the right thing.